I think it's safe to say that my interview with journalist Xavier Poussard completely melted the internet. It definitely melted our website at CandanceOwens.com. There were many people who had not previously engaged in the series entirely, but they saw the now infamous side-by-side of the photo of a young Jean-Michel when he was 18 years old, taken at an engineering school next to the current French First Lady, Brigitte Macron. And they were just kind of jolted into the understanding that something was very wrong. Like, yes, you can be an almost identical twin with your brother who you're supposed to have 7 or 8 years apart from, but that doesn't seem to be the case. The photographic evidence became instantly, I think, undeniable for a lot of people. And so now we have just a lot of people that are going backwards and diving in from the very beginning, as they should. I am recommending do not start at that interview and then jump into this episode. We have covered so much. One can only come to understand how such a potential identity swap could be feasible if you begin to map out the supporting cast of characters. That's why we took our time here, because you have to understand who is around these people. What is their network? How much power would it take if you did want to create identities or destroy identities? And we've arrived there. We have finally arrived there. So first and foremost, just bringing this back up, let's take again a look at Emmanuel's family tree. And of course, we have learned, and I'm going to reinforce here, that he is not, at least it doesn't appear that he was close to who are supposed to be his biological parents or his biological siblings, at least by any stretch of an understanding of his own autobiography, right? He didn't write about them, just a couple of sentences, but he had so much to say about Brigitte's family, and really only a lot to say in terms of his biological family about his grandmother. And I think most of us suspect, and I can say I most certainly do, that that mom and dad, they're not actually his mom and dad. That's how I just feel about the circumstance in terms of him describing, well, it was my grandmother that first taught me how to ride a bike. And I also find it to be suspicious. Again, this is our last episode, so we can start to theorize a bit. I feel incredibly suspicious about the fact that they're both doctors, that they were doctors, that dad's a pediatrician, and your mom, who we thought or didn't understand why she was involved with the Social Security office, actually was involved in helping transgendered people secure new identities. That doesn't make us feel good about that nebula that is around them. Then, of course, like I said, the curious case of his